This is the right-of-way acquisition and benefits session. TxDOT has a process for both residents and commercial properties in case those properties need to be acquired to support the project. Given the scale of this project, TxDOT is making available an additional $30 million for affordable housing. This funding is over and above what is being compensated to acquire the needed properties and the payments for the relocation of the residents and businesses. To learn more about this, let's look at the graphic now you see on your screen. Up at the top, you can see the Affordable Housing Grant Track. The extra money that TxDOT is providing for affordable housing will be administered by the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation, also known as TSHAC. This funding will pay for affordable housing construction within the community footprint. In the middle of this graphic are the acquisition process tracks. Let's look at the top one, which involves TxDOT's acquisition specialists and enhanced relocation navigators. They have helped hundreds of residents relocate and will help residents who need to relocate in the future. The Houston Housing Authority, or HHA, will build new affordable housing close to where there are impacted housing projects. These residents will also receive rental supplement money and help with moving expenses. In the middle is the residential property owner track. Here again, TxDOT's acquisition specialists and enhanced relocators help out. Property owners will receive replacement housing supplement money as well as help with moving expenses. And going back to the middle, the last track is commercial property owners. They will receive an acquisition offer and help with moving expenses. In addition, they will receive money to both search for a new location and reestablish their business. These are the many benefits that TxDOT offers to those impacted by this project. Here we're going to talk a bit about the acquisition process itself. TxDOT is committed to making sure residents find affordable housing, and specifically, TxDOT is offering fair market value for all properties acquired. TxDOT is also offering supplemental funding for relocating owners and tenants to buy or rent higher priced properties. Several residents of the Clayton Homes housing project have relocated to new areas and are very happy with their new homes. And moving on, we want to talk about some early right-of-way acquisitions that TxDOT has already done. Agreements have been reached with the Mexican Consulate, Monk Industries, Ecclesia Houston Church, Clayton Homes, the Greater Mount Olive Baptist Church, Temenos Place, which is low-income housing, and Lost at the Ballpark. That's on the east side of downtown. Negotiations are ongoing with the Goodwill Baptist Church, the Midtown Terrace, which is low-income for veterans, Search Homeless, which is a homeless resource center, Loaves and Fishes, which is also a homeless resource center, Kelly Village, the University of Houston downtown, and a City of Houston police station. We want to talk a little bit now about right-of-way and early acquisition milestones. As we mentioned before, but it's worth mentioning again, TxDOT is providing an additional $30 million to build affordable housing in these communities: Independence Heights, the Greater 5th Ward, the Greater 3rd Ward, and the Near North Side. All residents of the Clayton Homes public housing complex have been relocated. This was done through a combination of vouchers and what are called uniform relocation benefits. More than 200 eligible relocatees came from Clayton Homes. Phase 2 of that property closing is pending, and the Houston Housing Authority has performed demolition of the property. The Voluntary Resolution Agreement, also called the VRA, required a limited English proficiency survey of all relocatees. 563 people received that survey, and so far, TxDOT has received 39 responses. Then there's the story of the relocation of displaced residents, and specifically the Clayton Homes story. TxDOT and the Houston Housing Authority have successfully relocated residents from the Clayton Homes public housing project. We mentioned that earlier, but we want to talk about what these folks were provided again. They received an explanation of the relocation process every step of the way. Those are those enhanced relocators we mentioned earlier. They received assistance with locating new housing, assistance with inspecting new housing, home buying seminars, and financial responsibility seminars were also made available to them. What exactly, though, is in that enhanced relocation package? Well, let's talk about the basic one first. That one determines the needs and preferences of displacees, explains relocation assistance, offers transportation if necessary, offers moving services if necessary, assures the availability of a comparable residential property in advance of displacement, provides a current listing of comparable properties, provides the amount of the replacement housing payment in writing. It also inspects residential dwellings for decent, safe, and sanitary acceptability. And also, and finally, and this is important, it provides relocation counseling. So those are the basics. What about the additional relocation services that the people we've talked about have received? Those include property title information and review of documents, property tax and exemption impacts, first-time homebuyer seminars, escrow process and property title clearing, how to get social services and assistance, how to select a real estate agent, how to check your credit and improve your score, household budgeting seminars, as well as a household maintenance seminar. TxDOT wants to make clear that all residential relocatees, past and future, are eligible to receive the basic and enhanced benefits and services. I want to get back a little bit to that limited English proficiency survey we talked about earlier, also known as LEP, to ensure effective communication with LEP individuals who need to be relocated. TxDOT provides translators when necessary and also makes benefit details available in multiple preferred languages. In compliance with the VRA, TxDOT conducted LEP surveys in the 7 languages below to assess whether language needs were met for all property owners, residential and business occupants, and the tenants relocated to date. Thank you for participating in this portion of our public meeting. If you have questions about what you have heard, we are now going live to a question and answer session.